Currently, I can speak 4 different languages. One of them, of course, is German, as with my dad and my mom, I always spoke German at home. And Spanish and Mallorcan, of course, I can speak them because in the kindergarten age, I learned them with all my friends down here. And yeah, I can speak them as a native speaker, of course. English Day, I learned it most of all last year when I did like a little gap year back in Australia. You might hear my weird English accent, but more to that later on. Well, behind me you can see Java, which is actually my little hometown. It's one of the most touristic places down here in Mallorca, and that's the reason why I want to study actually hotel management, as tourism has been deeply rooted in my personal background.
After having completed bachelor in human social science at secondary school Apeldoorn in Spain, I went to Amsterdam, where I literally fell in love with your country. I loved the open-minded people down there, and especially the food. Oh my god, you have the best food in the world. I love the fries, and most of all, hagelslag. It's the best thing. Well, apart from the food, of course, I really like the architecture as well. It's so unique and something you can just find down in the Netherlands.
Hi, so in order to answer your question if I have experience in hospitality, I do actually. I'm working as a receptionist right now in a 4-star superior hotel in the company in which I worked 2 years ago. After 1 year traveling, they asked me to come back, and here I am actually right now. I absolutely love it, and this is my working space.
As I love my job and would like to combine my passion for business and customer service in one degree, I started my research. Since I went to Amsterdam 2 years ago, I was already playing with the thought to study in the Netherlands. As a result, I started my research towards it and found out that Dutch universities offer the largest number of English taught programs in Europe. Not only did I find out that Holland has many international students, but also Dutch society is diverse and inclusive. Moreover, I love the idea that Dutch people are open-minded and direct, so it is easy to meet them and exchange ideas. On top of this, Holland is a great place to live, as it is one of the safest and happiest countries in the world. Furthermore, Holland is the 18th largest economy in the world, and that some of the world's biggest multinationals are Dutch. After I learned about all this, I found out about Saxon University, which offers a perfect bachelor degree for my personal interests. After finding Saxon University, I started my research about Apeldoorn, and everything I found about it even encouraged me more to go there. As if I am as lucky to be accepted, I'm gonna live in this city for a couple of years at least. And everything I felt, the things like the open market or the little cafes in the center in Apeldoorn. There's one cafe named Willie's Cafe where you can perfectly unwind and relax with nice drink and some great food. As you know, I love the food in the Netherlands, so it's something great. And things like the traditions, like the King's Day, which celebrates the birthday of the Dutch King of the Netherlands, and it's supposed to be a day of national unity and togetherness. I didn't even know about, and I really like it, and I would love to go to Netherlands and learn more about the national days and traditions and, yeah, basically everything. So, as I mentioned before, one of my biggest achievements was actually last year. I basically went to Australia for over a year, and I went there totally alone, but it was one of my biggest achievements I did ever. Now when I think back, I can't believe I actually did it. I went to Australia, to the other part of the world, totally alone. I was such a little child to compare to now, and yeah, but it was so cool. And it really helped me. So now I'm more independent, and I really feel it helped me. Now I can understand people better, and I'm not so judging basically. I
really understand people now. And yeah, basically what I did there, I went 6 months to English school. I was in Melbourne, so I went to an English school, and did my C1 certificate in Cambridge English, which I'm really proud of me, because it was really hard to get it. It was really hard, but I got it, and I learned so much about for it, and yes, I got it now. And after that, I actually worked there. I worked in an ice cream shop. I was an ice cream seller, and I ate so much ice cream down there. But yeah, it was really fun. And after that, like, I lived there for over a year, and I did some trips after it. So I saved money, and I wanted to finish this amazing gap year basically with a trip. And first of all, I went to Tasmania. I did a little road trip with some friends I met there. And I went, like, I even have this little Tasmania. I went there, did a road trip, and that was my first trip ever, like alone. Like, I went to Amsterdam before. I explained it to you guys, but like, this was something completely different. And yeah, it was amazing. So after I went there and really experienced and saw that how much I love to travel, I planned another trip through Australia. I did the whole East Coast actually, and there I basically did it for over 6 weeks. I did like with a bus. I went from one stop to another one, and went from the south, from Melbourne, to the north, to Cairns, and it was amazing. I met so many different people, and from so many different cultures, and it was such an international publicum, and I loved that. It was so amazing. Like, seriously, I'm wishing me back right now. But I'm so grateful I could experience this, and really so grateful for everyone who supported me and helped me through it. And wow, I'm so grateful for everything. And of course I had some difficulties during the trip, and but I learned about it, and like and now there's nothing you cannot overcome. Like, there's always a way out of it. And yeah, it made me think so positively now. And yes, I really love it. Like, I have some pictures down here, so I would like to share it with you. I went, for example, to Fraser Island, one of the biggest sand islands in the world. There was no internet connection there. You couldn't call or anything. You were just there on your own. I went there with a little group. We went camping, and we went to through the island with some jeeps, like this once. And it was so cool. Like, you were, like, basically you had to do everything on your own. You couldn't call anyone for help or something. And then we went camping, and at night time we went down to the beach. Over there, like, we had some dingo sticks, because like there were dingoes, obviously. It's Australia. And we had to protect ourselves about it, but it was so cool. It was so cool. I went to some different stuff. I went to Byron, I went to Noosa, like everything you have to see in Australia on the East Coast, I saw it. I saw some wild dolphins, and it was so, like, whoever can experience this, like, I'm so grateful, seriously. When I arrived to Cairns, I booked actually a flight to Indonesia, and down there I went to Bali for nearly a month. And in Bali I met actually some guys, some friends I met during my trip in Australia, and it was amazing. Like, it was one of my first Asian countries I ever went. And it was so different. Like, the culture is so completely different. It was amazing. Like, the food was different, even the architecture is different, like the mentality of people is different, but like, with so little they have, they're so positive, so grateful for everything, so friendly. Like, to us tourists, they were so kind, and they really respect us, and it made me think about ourselves and how we should change as well, and it made me really become another person. And yeah, these are like some pictures from Bali. We went, of course, to some local temples as well. We went like, I don't know if you know, but like there's a temple to purify your soul, and you basically stand down some kind of waterfalls, and you can purify your soul and hope for a better future, and beg pardon to everything you did or something you did wrong, or yeah, and this is like one of them. I'm really grateful I could do this, and I want to thank in this kind, like all my friends from here from Spain supported me during my trip, my parents and all my family. So yeah, it really made me become another person. Yeah, so I'm really happy to can tell about this experience, and yeah.
Another fact which I love is that in the Netherlands there are twice as many bikes as there are people. So like cycling tracks are rooted and well kept across the entire country. And this is a fact which I really love, because like right now I'm using my bike to go to work and everything, but it's something really rare down here in Spain. And I would love to be in a community where something absolutely normal. I even like to wake up in the mornings a bit earlier before going to work and see the sunrise and everything. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to do that every day in the Netherlands. One last thing to mention is that when I was researching everything about the Netherlands, I found Estudiar Holanda, and they helped me with everything. So they even recommend to university, and they helped me with the applications, and they're still helping me right now. They're pushing me to do this video and to do all the assessments, and yeah, they're really kind, and yeah.